Yeah.
What are some of the most common strengthening exercises that you'll give that sort of cover most of your bases?
Look, I am a huge fan of developing calf strength. We know through lots of studies and anecdotal evidence that when runners have strong calf muscles, the chance of an overuse injury significantly decreases. And so the calf muscle is made up of four muscles. And if we focus on strengthening the soleus, which is the biggest one in that calf muscle complex, that can go a long way to helping to protect against a lot of overuse injuries. So strengthening the calves is super important. And then I'm also a big fan of strengthening a couple of muscles located within the arch of our feet. They help to control a lot of motion as your foot strikes the ground and responsible for a lot of propulsion. So a muscle like tibialis posterior and another complex muscle located within the actual foot, that they're really good things to try and focus on.
Yeah, right. A friend of mine, he had an issue with his calf for it was like 3 years or something, and he just couldn't run for a very long time. And he went in to see like one of the top 3 experts in Australia, and you basically have to have been injured for at least 3 years or something to be able to go and see this lady. And I remember him telling me that he went in, and it was her and like her trainee apprentice person as well, and they turned him around and they had a look at his calves, and they basically paid his calves out for a few minutes at like picking him apart, and then then she gave him this really heavy sort of calf strengthening program,
Right.
And he's good to go, like he's ready to run now. But essentially it came down to calf strength and obviously just easing back into it.
Yeah, apart from being a bruised ego, I'm sure he's super grateful now. That,
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
yeah. And the reason why is because the calf muscles they absorb so much load as we strike the ground, and they are responsible for a lot of propulsion forwards. Early in my career, I was very fortunate enough to work alongside a podiatrist that was involved at the Australian Institute of Sport. And at the AIS, they've got a lot of benchmarks that athletes have to meet, certain strength in certain muscle groups and certain range of motion in certain joints. And for the calves, it was all weight-bearing athletes had to clear 25 single leg calf raises on each side with the right technique. That's the gold standard. It might have changed. This was 10 years ago now, but it might have changed since then. But that's sort of a good benchmark to aim for. If you can achieve 25 single leg calf raises on each side, again, with the right technique, it makes a massive difference.
What do you see? Because listening to that, you think, oh, it doesn't sound that hard. But I think I've sort of done a little bit of it before, and 12, 13, 14 reps in, start to feel it. And I'm guessing the form probably breaks down then.
Big time. Yeah. And then you start compensating. A lot of people will start to say, bend their knee, which engages the hamstrings and the glutes, which can assist in it. And then and the pelvis anteriorly rotates. And so you're sort of rotating outwards through your hips. And so you're engaging all these different muscles and joints rather than actually using the calf muscles to engage the movement. So very few, even high level and even elite level athletes struggle to do 25 single leg calf raises each side. So it's a good thing to aim towards. And if you're commencing running, it's even more important.